Right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the October Zoom meeting of the Hong Kong Study Circle and Hong Kong Philatelic Society. It's sponsored by the Federation of Inter-Asian Philately. Tonight, today, I can actually see quite a number of interesting participants, and this meeting is going to be like an open forum, so we can all interact and ask questions or shout at each other or whatever you like. It's not just like a seminar or something. Well, anyway, I think Michel. Without further ado, I think Michel has something to do shortly. So I think I'm going to stop sharing and I'll let Michel go first. Right, Michel, would you like to say your bit?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do screen share. Okay. All right. Where are you? Okay. Hopefully my screen is seen. New find?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So why is this person showing a straight settlement stamp with this black oval on it? This is something that I picked up recently because when I saw that, I said, I've seen that before and don't know what that is. So I went hunting and then I found this. The pair or the two stamps there are from the Dyer auction, and they both have that same oval on it. And they're two different stamps. They're not a pair. So there's three uses of this, at least known. And of interest, the one on the left has what, when you check Rod Sales' website, it looks like the Bradley and Company firm chop. Now, my query is, what exactly is this going on? And the idea comes to mind that it might have been a purser's hand stamp, possibly. Seeing that it's on two different colonial hand stamps, it's not from one company in one jurisdiction, but in at least something where things come together, that making me think that it might have been something applied on a ship. So I'm open to all sorts of comments and ideas. Go for it.
You say it's a purser's marking on the ship.
Well, that's my thinking, but usually they're words or not just that. So I've submitted this to the Malay Study Circle Journal, and it's been published there about a month ago or so. So I'm hoping that somebody there can also come up with an idea. Be nice to see a cover somewhere. So please be on the lookout.
There's going to be a cover somewhere. But note that the stamps, none of the stamps are cancelled with the postmark. So this is the only, well, okay, you can call it obliteration. But it's rather strange. It's the same mark, but on three different stamps. So, you know, two Hong Kong and one straight settlement. So
okay,
very interesting.
So
okay. Any thoughts?
If you come up with any thoughts in the future, if you don't have any right now, that's my email. So I appreciate hearing from you.
Okay. Have you seen, by the way, Michel, have you seen actually other say foreign covers? You know, not necessarily. Well, not necessarily. I don't think I've seen a Hong Kong cover with an oval O or zero on it. But have you actually, you know, say maybe you know, when you browse through auction catalogs and things, have you actually seen any other foreign covers from maybe not even Commonwealth, maybe from the Americas or the other parts of the world have this this oval thing? Germany
I've
or
seen oval. I've seen oval hand stamps. Not that same oval on other countries.
Yeah.
But not that particular hand stamp.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Okay. Thank you, Michel. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's worth finding out. If you happen to go through some foreign auction catalogs or something, by all means, just browse through all the pictures and see whether you can find a cover which can explain that kind of thing. Yes. Okay. I think without...
Can we just ask all participants, has anybody in this meeting seen that? I definitely haven't. This is new to me.
No, fine. No, fine. Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And I don't think it's a fake marking because hey, you got some mint stamps and why bother buying a fake marking on it? So it's got to of a purpose. Right. Anyway.
We still keep finding new markings.
Absolutely. 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 Right. Okay. So right. Okay. So and I have to make an announcement because I think I wasn't actually recording at the time. It is that the October, we usually have an October journal, the Hong Kong Study Circle journal at the beginning of October, and some of you receiving emails would have would have received it. But today I actually emailed Nick Halewood regarding this matter, and I thought that he's usually a very punctual guy, and you sent it to me well before at the 1st of October, and I thought that the files could have gone into a spam box or something. But he said his answer to me that he is still doing it, and there will be a slight delay of maybe a week or so. All right. So okay. So I'm going to do this. Right. Can you see my screen? Right. Screen. Right. Okay. So now I'm going. This is going to be an open forum, and you are most welcome to make your just to comment on the material that I'm showing you. Basically, what's here it's just a compilation of materials found on the internet and sometimes in actual auction in recent months. And some interesting materials, not necessarily all the Hong Kong materials. They are not necessarily genuine or fake, but it's you can make your comments on these things. I didn't actually put the price down because I think sometimes the price is not really a guideline at all, because sometimes if you fetch a huge price, it could have been unsold and re-released in 6 months' time by the same seller. So anyway, okay. Now the first thing here is you probably, those of you who actually go through a certain well, okay, we can say eBay, all right. You probably all know that a couple of months ago, one seller actually, this is the same seller who actually listed 2 pieces here. One's like quite a nice pieces of the post office 1840 one with the one erased and with the manuscript 2. So they've got some kind of old hinge on the back, which looks like it's been there. The piece has been in somebody's collection, somebody's for years and years, and they look. But in fact, both chop actually looks very similar. Now, are they genuine? I can't tell you because I mean you really need to see the real thing. But I think if the buyer happens to see this, I mean, I think he should actually ask for an expert advice to check it out. Well, interestingly, this is actually a reference copy of the mark from a letter. So I mean, you can actually see the actual strike itself, the genuine strike itself. It's a little bit blurry. I mean, it's not very sharp, and it looks a bit oily. And the color you can't tell, of course, on the scan, but you can see the quality of the ink. It's slightly different from these two, which are quite sharp. You can see, but you will probably compare the lettering. It will be very similar. But nowadays, I mean, with modern technology, it wouldn't be very difficult actually to copy this and a genuine cancel and to produce a fake one and to apply on the piece of an old letter. Now the only problem is the inking. Which is I mean an ink which is so many years or century-old ink is different from an ink which you used maybe in recent decade or 2 decades ago. So I mean Richard, who have just arrived, and he'll be able to comment on these strikes because he has actually done a study of the manuscript 2. In fact, he said that there are 2 types of there are probably 2 persons who actually put the letter 2 there. And if you look at these 2 are fairly similar to this. So, Richard, are you there?
Yes.
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 This is an open forum, so you can actually say anything. Or comment on it anytime you like. Would you want to?
Well, I'll say, everybody, I'll say one thing. The upper left one on the left, the ink writing seems to be over the cancellation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. There aren't that many pieces of this very scarce marking. No, I think there are. I've recorded about 4. So these are if they were genuine, I mean, it would be a new find indeed. So, well, I mean, we obviously.
I think you, Andrew, you put some a while ago some copies from Johnston.
Yes, that's right. The Johnston correspondence. Yeah, that's right.
And in those ones there are 2 types.
Yeah, of the manuscript.
These are all the same type.
Yeah. But I suppose if we assume that these 2 are fake, I mean perhaps it's not that difficult actually to imitate the 2 at all. So I mean I'm pretty sure that they were sold quite cheaply, reasonably cheap, yeah. And they should have been expertized, at least sent to somebody to look at the ink, whether it's actually an old ink or something of recent. Anyhow, okay. So right. So next, we want to know.
Were these
Yeah.
One
Sorry?
question, Andrew, were these sold online or was it from an auction house?
Oh, both the pieces were sold on eBay.
Of
Not
course.
to say that eBay sell lots of genuine stuff or fake stuff, but you do find some dodgy things there. So
Andrew,
yes,
one comment on the top left piece is that deliberately or what by design that the flower thingy is over a spot that is there's a brown tone in it.
Yeah.
So was it deliberate that it was put in there? Because the question is, I always find that do we really know what the flower and the the florals exactly what those look?
Yeah.
So if people don't know it, then you would probably put it in the blur.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you're quite right, Sam. Because I mean, if you have both of them have a hinge, on the back, right at the where the rose is. You see, just to make it not so clear. You see, this one, the hinge is right on there. You can see the hinge.
Did you download the Shanghai piece that this guy was selling?
Yes.
Did you download the Shanghai piece?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can talk about that. Yes.
No.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So it sounds strange that there's a little defect of the rose on both marking, which might be deliberate. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll probably soon hear, maybe from the expert. But anyway, they were sold.
Before you change the slide, I'm not convinced that people understood what I was saying about the upper left one.
Yeah.
The ink looks on the slide to be over the cancellation.
Okay. Yeah. Meaning that somebody actually wrote something on top, which shouldn't happen, should it? With the real.
Quite often you find the covers of that time that once they were received, then the receiver, usually company, put down all the details on the cover of where it was from, whether it was a duplicate, whether it was XYZ, and when they answered. So it's not surprising to me that there might be wording
something
on top.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Actually, even the reference copy, that statement via Japan or via, sorry, maybe it's Falmouth, but anyways, that via notation seems to be over that chalk.
Yeah. Via Falmouth, there is. Yeah, because
is the reference copy on the right from a letter?
Oh, yeah.
And that's only. Yeah. So the stuff that's on the lower part of it, is that part of the address?
Yes. It's just a crop of the. This is the Beckerman letter. Yeah, that's right. So this actually, I just crop it from the letter itself. So this is no doubt is genuine. What it looks like actually on the letter.
But again, sorry for belating the point, but again, that ink looks over the red cancellation. So yes, they would notate, received such a date and answered, but that is thoroughly weird.
It's difficult to say because very often if you have a black ink and the red ink, I mean, it looks the black is on top of the red. But and you really need to see the real item to see whether sometimes you can't even see if the red is very faint, which is on top. Okay, so
Andrew, I have one comment. In fact, I have never studied this chalk. And I am not sure which one is genuine, which one is fake, whether the right one or the left one. But judging from my experience of examining this kind of CPS or chalks, My impression is that the top left one is obviously different from the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see from the spacing of the fonts of the letters, for example, the post office, the spacing between the P and the O, and then the width of the fonts. My impression is that they are different. So I suppose they are different shops. I don't know how many shops they were having at that time, because I've never studied this shop.
Yes.
But apparently, these are different shops to me.
Yes. You mean the pair on the left, you know, are different.
The top left, and also the right, and the one on the right, you
They're different.
Reference copy. I don't know which one is genuine and which one is fake. I have no idea.
I think the right one is known to be genuine. The reference copy is known to be genuine. I mean, the cover, the letter has been around for quite some time. So
okay. Yeah. To me, then if the right one is genuine, then the top left one is obviously different. I don't know if there exists two chops, then maybe it's genuine. But if there was only one chop, then it just should be a fake.
Yeah. There's also a question about this chop is what material it was made of. Nobody actually bothered. Nobody actually able to answer me, because I always look at the question, because it doesn't actually look like a steel chop or metallic chop, because you know, I actually looked at some you know, in fact the cover on the right, I looked at it. I mean, I couldn't afford it, but you know, I mean, it was an auction and looked at it, and it's very flat. I mean, it certainly wasn't, you know, like a steel chop that you could have some indentation So I just wonder whether actually it was. I mean, Richard, no, I've discussed with him before whether actually is actually made of or wood or something like ivory, because they use ivory those days to engrave, because ivory is a softer material, so you could actually engrave a marking, some kind of postmark or marking on it. But certainly is either it could be made of wood or, but I don't think it doesn't really look like a metal chop to me.
Andrew, when you examine it, did you use magnification and to see how clear the dividing lines are? Yeah.
There's no indentation or no, you know, the rail, like a rail effect. If you have a steel chop, the ink is some kind of spread sideways. You know, so you can see there's a hollow and then two solid lines like a rail track. But there's no such thing. It's just basically a very flat impression. So of course that's a different. There's a side. I'm sidetracking a little bit. I mean, you know, I just wonder, you know, what kind of material is actually even the genuine postmark is made of. Right. Okay. Shall I move on? Any comments? Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Next one. If you've been to the recent website, the Study Hong Kong Philatelic Society new website, you've seen an article. Actually, even if you're not a member, you can still see the article about the 3 different types of Hong Kong paid, the type 14 mark. 14 and 14A are per web. This 14B, which I coined 14B, is actually a quite different mark. If you just compare them quite closely, well, obviously in the post office proof book there are 2 impressions, but the 2 impressions actually it's actually the same marking. I can't remember whether it's 14A or 14, but it's actually the same marking with the index A. So obviously the index letter is changeable. And it doesn't show anything with the index C on it. So but there are 2 markings. It appears to be 2 different chops, but if you compare them very carefully, they're exactly the same. So obviously, pages of the again the post office books could have been stolen or missing or whatever. I mean, these got to be in the original, would be on the original post office record, but obviously they could have been lost or something. So if you look at the three chops, you see one's got a high C, okay, and one's got a low like a mid. Okay, you can sort of call it a midway, middle C, and then one's got lower C. Okay, and the salient feature of this so-called new type is that the G actually is narrower, whereas these two are more rounded. You can see they're too rounded. And then I've listed. You just go to the article on the Hong Kong Philatelic Society website. I have actually recorded some like 10 or 13 covers with this low C this cancel. It's not. I don't think it's that rare, but it's just that people don't realize that there's a third Hong Kong paid CDS around because it's obviously been I recorded it from 1860 to 1861 or something. It's a whole year. No, I don't think it's that rare, but compared to these two, it seems rare, but it probably is not. I mean, it's probably some people just don't realize it. There is a third type, and obviously never described in any auction catalog. Like this recent cover, which I found in an auction, you can see that the C is actually very low. You know, which you can actually compare with this one, and is obviously quite different from these two. Okay,
but
so
Andrew, I have a question on there.
Yes,
The C, this initial was not removable. Was it part of the marking itself?
no,
or was it something you would put in a slot?
No, it's removable. It's because
It is
the
removable.
original
Therefore, the chop may be the same, and the removable part was put higher or lower. That does not make them different type.
I think if you actually look at the actual postmark, the die itself, there's a space for the index letter, and the space actually is just a square or slightly rectangular space which you can actually fit the type in. So the space is slightly different. I think with the chop, it's not fixed. So if you have I don't think that you could. I mean, the high C and the middle C. I mean, it's definitely represent the space on the die itself. And I don't think. Yeah, okay. It looks slightly different. The C, but I think it's a space which actually is different.
Well, I think 14A and 14B looks quite different. Just look at the O of the Kong, K-O-N-G. O of the Kong, the 14A is quite narrow, the O, while 14B's O is quite fat.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that's quite obvious. But apparently 14 and 14B is a little bit quite identical, but because I not examined or investigated all this thing before, so I just from the slide that you're just showing. Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't. Okay, unless you. I can't explain it. I mean, if it's I mean, okay, Charles Chan is around, and he'll probably tell you that the high index letter and low index letter represent a different chart.
Yeah, I think so. Simon saying that 14 and 14B looks to be quite similar, but you can see from the horizontal black line drawing by Andrew, the H align to the G at the right, the left and right.
But okay, Charles. Just want to look at Andrew's black line on 14 and 14B are of different level.
Yeah. It's the G. It's to show the G and the date.
No, the point is that okay, the H, okay, the most left letter H, the vertical bar almost aligned to the black line, and also the G, the opening end at the lower loop is touching the black line. But you are looking at the most right side, 14B. I think it will be different.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the level of the month and date, it will be particularly for sure this the different chop. As you said, okay, besides the index slot in a rectangular situation, the date and month slot also in that situation. Therefore, I don't think they can move up or up or down for the date and the index.
Yeah, I have no objection to your comments, and I probably agree with what you have just said. But just that because sometimes you need some digital technique to superimpose the images in order to have a clearer picture. But yeah,
I hope Andrew, these three figures are of the same scale. Otherwise, it will be of different. Need to cite the original cover instead. If you look at if you look at the picture in that way, if and only if they are of a similar scale.
I think they're on the same scale.
Okay. Therefore, I tend to say if it is in that matter, I tend to say these will be 3 chops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
To my perception, the type 14B is slightly different than the type 14. But you know what can be done to maybe get a better understanding of the differences? To do an overlay of the two cancels. There's a technique involved, and I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on how that works, but there's a technique where you can get the image of 14B in a transparent printing, and then put it over 14, and you could see how the letters align and everything else aligns or misaligns to prove whether it's the same or not. Does anybody know how that works?
I think they can play by the Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah.
As I know.
Yeah.
Therefore, you can.
I know the Canadian Postal History.
But
the Canadian Postal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I'm sorry that I'm not familiar with this software. Therefore, I'm unable to do that sort of things. But I know some guys are very familiar with Adobe Photoshop. They can play around with that, particularly those doing computer graphic guys. Yeah.
Yeah, the Canadian Postal History Society has a fabulous database of Canadian cancels, and there's thousands and thousands of all the little towns and everything, and they have they do that a lot to determine if there's 1 or 2 or 6 cancels from a place by the overlay method. Maybe a Google search would find an easy way to do it without having to get Adobe, because Adobe is an expensive piece of software and it has a learning curve.
Yeah.
If I can have the screen for a second, I'll show you a website you might check out to do this.
Okay. So all right. So if you want. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Can you see the screen? Software for comparing stamps, version 1.08.
Yeah, let me do
yes, that. No?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, he shows how to use it. It's free using videos, but I can't show videos. So I'll copy the address and put it in the chat, and you can check it out to see if possibly you could use this.
Okay.
Good.
Right. Yeah.
Good reference.
Yeah. Right. It's yeah, it's good for like a definitive study. I mean, it's just my gut feeling that it looks different. Okay, so the next one. Now we have a wonderful
Wow.
large crown on piece. Okay, the reference copy is actually from a genuine cover. All right. So actually, this looks well. I don't know whether Sam probably can comment on this. It looks pretty good actually, but just very hard to say nowadays with the digital copying. So it's still a piece.
Andrew, my only comment is that if the guy's a forger, he's a very good forger.
Yeah.
Because the other evidence around it, at the same time, he sold 2 pages of cutouts, right?
Yes.
Of the custom markings.
I know. I saw.
Yeah, you saw those, right?
Yeah.
And some of them are not even custom marking, but company markings, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like he had access to a really old, because they look pretty good.
Yeah.
All the other ones. So, and I said, if it's too good to be true, I'm gonna walk away. So, so I mean, this piece was what, over £100, $100. It wasn't expensive, just like the other one, right? Yeah, but the two pages of the cutout went for like what, $800, £800. I don't remember. I have images of those. So this guy is, the other stuff surround him is very convincing. But that's how a forger works.
Yeah.
He makes you think that this could, gets you that that this could be true, right? Everybody bid on this thing, oh, I got a good thing going on, so I don't know.
It plays on psychology. It has some genuine items and some fake items. All right. So, but this is pretty very dangerous. I mean, this.
It is well, it is hard to say genuine or fake. But as you said, that is too good to be true. But from the inking, look at that. The left side for reference is not a very good scanned copy of the original, because the points that well, at the moment in time, those inking looks like to be the right one. They are orange red. I can say orange red. Therefore, even if it is in a very rush situation in the STEM show, I think I shall buy this also. I don't know. If it is cheap, okay?
I think
Charles,
it's a couple
admit it, you bought it, right?
No, not my things. Angel bought it. Angel is sewing in his junior.
No, I was very tempting to buy it. Really, it's I did put a bid on it, but not as much as I think it sold for $200-300 or something, US dollars.
$300?
Yeah.
US dollars. 2,000 something is not very expensive.
No. If it's genuine, no. No.
Even if it is a fake.
Putting an $80 bid on it.
Even if it's a fake reference, it's
it's cheapskate,
yeah.
Anyway, okay, all right. Just you guys realize that if this marking is not, it's difficult to forge. Check this out. Okay. Now, okay, the cover. Wow, this is but this, I tell you, this one has a certificate. Somebody, I won't say who, but somebody issued a good certificate for it. But if you guys would probably tell me why this is suspicious, and it probably need recertification. If you look at this cover, very very strange. It's an envelope with no indication that it's from Shanghai, and so have a good look and tell me whether it's possible that somebody could have added the fake Shanghai Post Office mark on it, or you think that is all right, it's okay. You know, I would have paid a big sum of money on it. See, what I'm saying is that all the markings checked out with the ships with the arrival and departure of the ship. But my thinking is this letter did not come from Shanghai. It was an unpaid letter to Aberdeen, and somebody put a paid there and the Shanghai marking on. And if you look very closely, you can see there's some oily thing. Yeah, if you look at this, the edge, you know, somebody, it looks like put some lubricating oil or something just to make it look oily.
Andrew, the
Yes,
ray mark tells you black color. It is the ray mark 6 in black inking tells you it is unpaid mail. That's
absolutely, yeah. So why it should have? But somebody, if we're assuming that this is a fake item, the forger must have put paid here, which is actually different. It's a very strange writing, and this mark. All the rest.
Come on, I can ask any guilo in my company to write in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course this 1856 it looks rather strange too on the back. Right. Okay.
Okay. Therefore, the back 1856. I don't care what is adding in whenever. But the point is that on the front of the cover, the ray mark 6 pence per penny. If it is paid, then the ray mark must be
in red
inking.
Exactly.
It is the London GPO regulations.
That's right.
And also it will be entered into the letter bill in calculation the money Hong Kong GPO owning to London GPO or London GPO owning to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It will be as a calculation and accounting things to be calculated at the end of the year. Therefore, there must not be a mistake for that. Otherwise, they are in big trouble.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my point. No matter the marking is okay or not, I think it will leave to you the small potato to look at that. But the point is that but the point is that the ray mark is incorrect. It is already dead, almost dead, I can say.
All right. Okay. Good point. Good point. A good point.
Because for postal history, it's a root ray marking.
Yeah. Okay.
Marking is always ranking the lowest. Okay, if we're talking about this sort of things, the
right.
the root you check, it is okay. The fine, it passed the first test. Okay,
no,
the ray mark.
This cover is just a reference. It's not a recent find. It's been known for about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Already. So this is the recent one.
Andrew. Can you go back two slides? In front. The one before.
Oh,
the camera. Yeah. For the initial 5 minutes, I just couldn't tell which one is fake or which one is genuine. Judging from the comparison of the fonts or the letters, and they look pretty good and they look pretty similar. Yeah. But the only difference I noticed is the, how to describe it, the top part of the crown is called a stick or the tag. The right one is quite narrow. The left one is quite broad. So if you compare the right one to the one on your next line, the one that you mentioned, it is defined as a fake, then it looks the width of that top part of the crown looks quite narrow and similar to the one on the right side of your previous line. Okay, so yeah, if judging from this font, I have some doubt on the right one of that piece.
Okay, all right. Okay, good.
Okay, that's just my opinion.
Very good point. Okay, so shall we take a look at this one? This is a
Andrew,
Yes, sir.
Andrew, if we can come back a minute to the type 14, I put it on Photoshop and I compare the two, 14 and 14D, and I would like to, I hope I can show you the results. Here it is. Can you see it?
Right. Let me stop sharing first. Okay. Yeah. Oh, very efficient.
Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So I put 14B over 14 in order that paid match exactly. So you cannot see the two chop on paid. But if you look at Hong Kong, you don't see them exactly aligned. So 14 and 14D are different.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Can you
wonderful. See? It is well. This is a Photoshop. Can easily to do very fast.
That is Photoshop. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Orsetti.
Very good, Philippe. Yes, it's good.
Very good job.
Philippe, we're going to send you some work.
So efficient. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you, all right. Let's go back. Let's go back to this one. Okay. This is a recent one that came up on the internet again, I believe, and and this is obviously different. Again, it's a different.
Andrew, you need to share the screen.
Oh, okay. All right. Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me share the screen. Yeah. What have I done? Let's see. Okay. I need. You can see. Yes. Okay. Right. Can you see now?
Yep.
Yeah. I go full screen. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is good. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Another quiz. Don't look at the known fake. I mean, it might not be a fake, but it's just my impression that it doesn't look right. Now this is I believe is Charles' favorite. You know, the local cover. You know, Shanghai to Canton.
Crazy. Crazy.
With a 1 penny rate, something like that. I don't know. I've got a gut feeling that the whole cover is fake, including the writing. Even, you know, all the writing is not even.
Okay, as Andrew saying to my name referring for the local post, let me say something. Disregarding the postmark is a genuine or fake. I put it aside. Okay. Okay. There's the second things I'm talking about. The first thing I'm talking about the roots. There's nothing over there because no dispatch marking, no arrival marking. Therefore, I can see nothing. Okay. This question out already. Therefore, trouble. Second thing, rate.
Yeah.
You said that is 1 penny
looks
rate.
Like a 1 penny.
Yeah. Looks at the left side. 1 penny rate. No matter is a
Incorrect.
prepaid or correct.
I don't know. I mean, just look like
prepaid or correct.
Yeah.
The rate is wrong. Totally wrong.
Yeah.
Because the local, I can say the local rate, just between Hong Kong side, Macau, and Canton starting 1876. For inner port rate, it was as early as 1842. The first postmaster Thomas Scale arrived in Hong Kong and reporting to the Hong Kong government, Sir Pudding Cha at that moment of time. He had established a postal service between the five treaty ports in China, together with Zhoushan and also together with the Macau, in a ship letter rate 4 pence per half ounce. Therefore, this letter should be in 50s, must be in 4 pence. If, and only if, it was a genuine things.
Yeah.
1 is for sure dead. Therefore, root unknown, rate incorrect, marking, okay, at least no dispatch and disregarding the post office pay or else, okay, the Shanghai pay. No dispatch, no arrival. 3 things dead in the postal history aspect. Therefore, okay, you can tell me it is genuine or fake.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I think
that's my conclusion. Okay, thank you.
Maybe the forgers not so knowledgeable on this one. All right. Okay. Good. Right. You can think about that. Okay. So the next one. Oh, and Charles can actually say a lot about this one because I've showed it here. This is a very famous cover, very well-known cover from the Ishikawa sale. Okay, and it's recently been sold in another auction, local auction. And you can see what it is. It's got a 30-cent stamp, the 30-cent mold, with a nice blue F1 chop, and a full CDS next to it, and it says by Brindisi, which was for 1873 cover is correct because it went British, it would have stopped at Brindisi. And on the back, there's a Tavistock arrival and the Hong Kong transit. This is where it was or it is the earliest known cover from Fuchao. Okay, according to the record. There you are. But well, is it genuine? That's a problem. Okay. What it is, if you can actually well, from the look of it, I mean, it's got good provenance. And the Ishikawa sale was in 1980. It's such a long time ago, and Mr. Ishikawa could have bought it for another maybe way back into the 60s or 70s. So is it possible that it is genuine? Well, I think I showed it to Charles, and he'll probably say something about it in a minute. But actually, what I did was I analyzed the shipping. So by looking up the newspaper, and actually, if you look at the date of arrival, this is the Hong Kong. There's a Hong Kong stamp here. So that's the arrival of a ship from Fuchao. Okay. So if you look at the date on that date, there's no such ship actually coming from Fuchao. Right. So that's one problem here. The other problem is if you look at the date of departure, say 14th of it's not 14th, 18th, sorry, 18th of August. There are no ships actually leaving Hong Kong until at the earliest being 23rd by the French packet. So it certainly wouldn't have been by Brindisi. For the British packet, it's worse. I mean, it's 30th. So why should the letter be stuck in the post office for weeks before it was dispatched? But if you look at the Tavistock arrival, September the 30th, 1873, it is actually consistent with the P&O Lombardi, which left Hong Kong on 16th August, which is actually 2 days before the Hong Kong CDS. So that makes it a little bit dodgy. So now Charles is going to say something about that.
You explain the first things that well, roadway marking the first agenda dead already. Therefore, I think
comment on the marking.
Okay, it's too late to talking about the marking. Okay, the route cannot match. Therefore, the only way is that you go by 747. Okay, you cannot do anything.
I thought you will made up you will maybe construct a story and say it was carried by private ship or that. Anyway,
I think private ship to from Fukzhou via Hong Kong to England will be too remote, I think.
Anyway, no, my thought is this cover is not genuine. Despite it's coming from a very good prophet.
But this one looks to be record in by web. Let me check. Let me check. Therefore, I think it will be very, very long time. I think
it is. It is. I mean, with web as well as Ishikawa, it's certainly very hard actually to say that it's not right. But
the point is that even it has come from famous collection, it is not necessarily true, because as a student of postal history, we always stick to the three things that mentioned: root, race, market. The first important things will be the root. If you cannot identify the root very carefully and very accurately, other things will be there.
Now, Charles, I want to object what you have just said.
Okay.
Root, rate, and marking. Yes, I totally agree. But sometimes, if a fixed cover or a cover with fixed cancellation, having a certificate from a well-known organization stating that it is genuine, then no matter what you talk about root, rate, and marking, then everybody will treat it as a genuine.
Okay.
Well, Simon, I can say, it is not the first time I told the late Patrick Pearson making mistake, and after I provided him with the evidence I found, he was so good to correct his opinion, and even saying that want to recall the certificate if it come back to Royal again and put in their record. I can admit that, okay, we are human beings, we'll commit error, we'll have mistakes, but with an open mind to listen to others, will be listen to the evidence, particularly the new evidence presented to you on table with sense and solid things. I think we appreciate for these sort of things. What?
Right, Charles, I very much appreciate what you have just said. But in fact, I'm not pinpointing to which organization or which person. In fact, just my feeling is that sometimes in some activities or events like the stamp exhibitions, when you got a certificate stating that a certain cover or whatever item is genuine, then the expert team will just take it for granted, and then they just let it go. But I think in some cases it may not be the truth.
Yeah. Okay. So
Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew, could you just show when was the departure of the French mail?
Right. The departure of French was 23rd.
Okay. And when did it arrive?
I don't know. I've actually checked, but usually it's about about 1 month, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not by French, because there shouldn't be, they wouldn't write the by Brindisi.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been via Brindisi from the sender in Fuzhou.
Yeah.
And if it arrived in Hong Kong, and the people in the post office went, well, if we send it via Brindisi, it's going to arrive XYZ. We'll put it on the French one.
Yeah, true. That's true. I haven't checked actually. So
and also, I note that you checked August the 18th.
Yeah.
But of course, it could arrive in Hong Kong on the ship on the 17th or whatever.
I know you're going to say that, yes. Right. Okay.
And also you can check from the same sources that you mentioned, whether any shipping left Foochow on the 14th, 15th.
Yeah, true. Okay. Right. So we need a little bit more information to decide whether there's anything wrong with this. Okay, fair enough.
Andrew, I may ask, the Tigre left Shanghai on 17th of August.
Yeah.
And was in Saigon on the 28th of August.
Yeah.
So he was in Hong Kong between those 2 dates.
Yeah.
I cannot be more precise.
Okay.
That's according to SALS.
Yeah. Right.
When did it arrive in Marseille?
It arrived in Marseille on September 30th.
So it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit because but by 73, French mail would have gone by Naples. By Naples, I would say. Yeah. So it would be at least two.
So what date did it arrive Naples from Salas?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't show.
It doesn't show.
No, it doesn't show.
Anyway,
it would have been 3 or 4 days, 3 days.
Interesting.
Furthermore, Andrew, I would like to say it is impossible to carry by P&O coastal line from Fuzhou to Hong Kong because because P&O coastal line already closed in 71. 71 closed already. Therefore, it can only arrive by pirate ship from Fuzhou to Hong Kong. The only way.
Anyway.
Because the Shanghai Hong Kong line would not stop. Will not call Fuzhou.
No.
Will not call Fuzhou.
Yeah.
Therefore, P&O coastal line closed in 71. Therefore, 73, the only ship that can carry this mail to Hong Kong from Fuzhou to Hong Kong would be by pirate ship only.
Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I've taken the Richard's point. It could have arrived on the 17th, and then the postal was cancelled on the 18th. Absolutely. Okay, we can actually go back to the source and check this out. Right. Okay. So I think we better leave that to go on to the next item, which is well, nothing much to say. I mean, it's a nice block of 10-cent stamps, probably from the same cover with this exactly the same date, December the 31st, 1900, which is quite a interesting the last date of the 1900s. So it's nothing. I don't know whether any of you studies people collect stamps have got something to say to what is special thing about the plate 2 or whatever. But if it's not, it's just a quite a nice large multiple of stamps. Anyhow, okay. So we move on to some stamps. Looking at some stamps now. The 12-cent on 10-cent comma. I mean in the other Richard Gurvitch opinion, this is actually a fiscal stamp. So it's not postal at all. But surprisingly, you get a B62 cancel on the stamp itself. So does it mean that it was actually used as a postage stamp, or is it just a cancelled by favor? So that is.
But also this stamp also known use in Shanghai with S1.
Yeah. Is it actually used as a postage stamp, or maybe it's philatelic?
But I'm surprising. I haven't. I cannot recall. I I have a site that using in other ports in I don't see any C1, F1 or Y1 or else, but I think I have seen S1. Yeah. In usually the thick type S1, in black.
There is. I believe there's only one cover, which is a Pemberton cover, with the famous one. It's always the same. It's always that cover, sent to London to a stamp dealer. So
it was cancelled 62B supplemental killer,
which is a bit unusual. You know, something unusual. They usually get caught by the chief clerk, you know, or the PMG with a B62 cancel. That's the only one. I think only one cover, and I think it was on John Bull's sale last time.
But doesn't Gurevich make the point? Isn't Gurevich's point anyway that with a number of these fiscals, including I think this one, that they were not authorized for postal use, but nonetheless a few of them got through or were paid something.
Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't mean they were actually authorized.
No, that's right. Yeah, accidentally used. Yes, or you're
Andrew, this rings a bell with me, but I'm not in the best of health at the moment. But this rings a bell, and I think the Postmaster General annual reports included a list of all the postage stamps that were available at the post office. And I can remember, I don't know whether it was this one, I can remember some of the fiscals were on these lists.
Yeah, not this. I don't think it's this one. I think it's a $2.
Yeah,
$3. Yeah. That's why Richard Gurevich called them high value postage stamps rather than actually postal fiscal. He doesn't like postal fiscal. Yeah. So anyhow, so that's another
lots of things.
Fine on the okay. Here we are. We've got two more. The $10 gray, greenish, grayish green. And then the $5 with a fake, I believe it's a fake Hong Kong CDS. It's actually is a fiscal. You probably can't see very clearly from here, but it's actually there was a fiscal cancellation which has been cleaned, and then overstruck by a fake Hong Kong CDS. Quite fake. I mean, you know, the tiny little C and all the letterings are not right. So. And this one, well, you see that the $10 what we call grayish green or greenish gray or something, grayish green, I think. I think this is actually a postage stamp. So you see, again, you've got a Hong Kong payor CDS on it. So presumably, okay, it could be used as a postage stamp, but it also could be used on as a fiscal. Or maybe it's a CTO.
So sorry, can I just ask you to clarify that? Because I thought I'd been told that the paid order, when it was used in the postage stamp period, it was used on covers, but it was never struck on the stamp because it was struck somewhere else on the cover.
Red, in red, to the Pacific route.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
MSS, but it's always in red. Yeah, you're right. So I mean, this could well be a CTO. Anyway, all right.
Well, Andrew, the right one, the $5 overprint one. I think the Hong Kong CDS, the two CDS are a little bit strange because of the orientation of the two postmarks.
Yeah,
it is in fact 100-degree different in terms of direction. So I don't know why the postal clerk would apply the two chops in that way if they were genuine.
Yeah. So I mean, it was. I think those two chops were put there actually deliberately to cover up some kind of erased fiscal cancel.
Right. And just one question, because in fact I'm totally not an expert in that area. Are these kind of fiscal stamps used in the treaty ports as well, or used as fiscals, or as genuine stamps for postage?
I think they're sold in the treaty port, or
Okay.
They were sold there. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we move on to the next pieces. Very nice. I mean, you can see there's a $5 Edward, possibly with a fiscal cancel removed, and then with a it looks like it is a fake Victoria Hong Kong cancel, or maybe it's a poorly struck one. And the other one is, of course, the famous Chang Chao CC, and I think this is genuine. If those of you who collect the branch hoppers, you could probably confirm that it's a genuine strike of the Chang Chao, the very Chang Chao CC mark. All right, so not much to say. Right, this is interesting cover, Hong Kong to Swatow. Which I think Orsetti's favorite, with the official seal label, and it was actually sent during the war, during the First War, 1914. It's got an OFI open for inspection chop on the back. It's got Swatow cancellation, arrival cancellation, and obviously maybe with the name. It could be with the name, the funny name. But it's actually addressed Chinese custom, that it was actually open for inspection, and they're using those seals to seal it up. Philippe, you got anything to say about this one? Philippe?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was mute. No, it looks to me a very nice cover, which the OFI marking seems to be good, and no, there is nothing wrong about it.
Yeah, this is a nice cover. Yeah, we're using the seal, the brown seal. Yes. Is that brown seal the later one, isn't it? There's a blue color and brown color.
Yeah, Andrew, since I unmute myself. If you go back to the Hong Kong Study Circle website, and if you look at a very interesting document that I had the honor to put there to upload, which is Revenue Issue of Hong Kong, on part 1, page 26, you will see a document with not less than 9 and 14 $10 fiscal stamp, which are cancelled with a paid-all black cancel. So there is a fiscal document with 14 of them. So it was not uncommon to have the $10 cancel with Hong Kong paid-all cancel.
Okay, you mean this one, the gray one? This one
with the gray one. Yes. I mean the gray one. Yeah.
Okay. So this is like this $10 stamp was actually used as fiscal as well as postal.
That's right. It was used as fiscal, and again as fiscal with this cancel, it is not uncommon. There are many of them.
Okay, right. Okay. So we go on to the next one. This is quite a bit of challenge, and in fact, it's sold for. I'm talking about the wing margin 2 cents. Sold for big price on the internet. This is well, obviously Experhard, and I think it's harmless. I believe. So this is assumed to be genuine. Now this is it a new find or doubtful? No. I mean, it looks pretty good. But obviously, maybe if you compare the, I'm sorry, it's not quite in scale. This is obviously a little bit bigger than the other one, but it needs careful comparison. Maybe the S maybe look a little bit different. and the and the spacing here is maybe slightly problematic. But well, I strongly advise if for the you know, for the owner, the new owner, to have it expertise. Okay, nothing more to say. I mean, if it is, it's a very nice example of a very rare Hong Kong and Shanghai marine sorter with the index D. Right. Okay. I believe these are all genuine pieces sold recently. A nice Canton C1. It's not inverted 3 cent. The stamps inverted. If you look at it, it's just a C1 on 3 cent and 16 cent, and a piece with a 4 cent and 24 cent with the A1. So we can skip that quickly. And then some D27 copies. Now the problem here is this one on a 96 cents.
Oh, Andrew, can you go back to the A1?
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. You want to say something?
Well, I think the piece will be fake.
You think so? Okay. All right.
I think
Okay.
Amoy, if you are using Amoy A1, the adjacent CDS should be Amoy straight, right? Amoy straight.
Yeah.
Even this one is a little just half a CDS I can see, but it looks to be type D2.
Yes. Yeah, good point. Never thought of that. Yeah.
It's a eye-catching things that the forgery maker should not make a mistake.
This is interesting. Yeah.
Because the D2 CDS sent to the sub office in the War City of Amoy for the use of a D27.
Yes.
A1 in the Goulange will be using the Amoy straight. Yeah.
Line. Yeah. It's more unusual than I think. Yes. That's why I'm so glad I put it up. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, no, it fetched for a good price, this one. So
C1, I don't know. C1, I cannot comment.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't
Looks
matter.
to be, cannot. Okay. Next slide, please.
Yeah, okay.
Charles, Charles, after you remind about that problem, I think next time when this piece appear on internet or whatever kind of auction, the Amoy CDS will be cut out. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a new fine. You know, they swap the CDS.
Even if you get out the pair of A1, show it in the water and then get it as a pair, I think still can sell for good money.
For good amount, yeah, good money, yeah.
Yeah, will be good money.
Gentlemen, there are a few D2 A1 covers existing.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5.
Really? Right. So this is the genuine piece. Okay. Right. Thank you. Right. We move on to look at this one. Obviously, D27 on the 96 cent. Is it with the inverted watermark? Yeah. No, I don't know. Can't tell. But anyway, you think this D27 is okay or not okay? It could be okay. Anyway. So there you go. This is just one of these things. Obviously, you notice that little stem tongue here from the same seller. So it just makes you sometimes a little bit doubtful whether this is genuine or not. Anyway, okay. Now D30. Well, I can tell you at a glance the right one. with the looks like a blackish blue D30. It just looks like a rubber hand stamp. But how about the one with Mr. Stem Tongue Man with the double D30 on the rather damaged but torn 96 cents? Would that be okay? You can maybe when you look at the playback on YouTube, you can actually freeze it and maybe and take a look carefully. Obviously, it's very hard to say from the scan. Yeah. Anyway.
Just
okay.
coming back, Andrew. Just coming back to the A1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then have a further look. Mainly the D2s on A1 covers are on the reverse. But there are one or two examples of A1 with D2 on the obverse.
Yeah. And
there are also D27s with type E on the obverse. So
I see. So it looks like those two CDS are interchangeable. Sometimes they use a different one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not. It's a bit. Charles mentioned, the two post offices.
Yeah.
In Amoy.
Yeah.
And it is a very confusing.
Yeah. Thing. Well, they could have the same guy. They could have sent the same guy to the post office. Maybe
because they were or they allocated the E to the boss, and the D2 to the clerk, and then whoever was there stamped them. I don't know.
Okay, right. We move on to this lucky buy. I mean, somebody bought it, a set of stamps. Whether that's genuine, I can't tell you. Maybe it looks like a Kung Chao, a cancel on the 5 cents, and obviously these lot was sold as a lot with the surcharge. So I think it went cheaply. Well, not that cheaply, but a very reasonable price for the Kung Chao cancel. Right. Okay, and this is also an interesting find with the Amoy Index E, two copies of them with the Index B, and Charles will tell you that the Index E is actually quite hard to find and scarce. Am I correct? Oh. Right. Okay. So we move on. A document. This is the complete.
Excuse me, Andrew. What are you talking about for the Index E? Yeah. Can I go back to Index E?
Yes.
For the Index E, it is always on the King George V. You need to measure from the A top to the Y middle in order to establish if it's okay or not. But from this example, hard to tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. We
okay.
do
Next. Yeah.
We just take
the actual things.
Okay. Yeah. This you will love it. This is a Shanghai cachet.
Is it Norton standard one?
Huh?
Is it Norton's standard type 1?
Yeah. Say sample without value.
Sample pose.
Yeah. This is rather unusual. Okay. But the Shanghai registered cache is not that clear. Anyway, it's actually
well, sample pose is a 2 cents per 2 ounce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 60 cents, 3 60-cent stamps, the Edward 60-cent stamp.
It is a 60 ounce sample.
Yeah.
What are you mailing?
Sample. I don't know what you put in it. Yeah. Anyway.
It is £3 something. It's a £3 something. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not. I think it may be just a wrapper you stuck on a packet maybe. I don't know.
No. Should be 50. Should be postage will be 50 cents because register post register fee will be 10 cents. Yeah. Okay. Therefore 50 divided by 2. Okay. 50 ounce things is not also is also £3 almost £3 something. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is a quite a nice nice item.
Okay.
Right. Some perf errors. Okay. Perf errors. Now it's a pity that Nick's not here, but is it possible to fake this? For such a spectacular error would not have come through the Hong Kong with any inspection. An inspector would have spotted it and binned this thing. So would this be actually coming from not the Hong Kong Post Office source, or maybe
probably printers waste? Or...
Printers waste, yeah. This is just too spectacular for it to occur. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. This is Ingo's favorite, and I hope that Ingo will give us a presentation either next month or the month after regarding the 8-cent King George VI stamp. But this little thing, this little gem, or you can call it whatever you like to call it, came out recently, and there was a lot of discussion on Facebook whether the real genuine status of this item. So this is actually an imperf 8-cent, and you can see the wide margin. So it's genuine imperf and not that there's a perforated copy with the teeth cut out. And then, but it's actually printed on watermark paper. You can actually see the script, Crown script CA watermark on the back of it. But I noticed it looks a little bit thicker, but it may be just an illusion. I can't tell because I've actually seen the real thing. Okay, and if you compare this stamp and the genuine item, you can still see the script CA watermark there. You can see that Nick Hill would actually point out that there's a little spur here. Can you see the little spur here? One there. And one there, okay. It was a plate error, plate flaw. I would say tiny plate flaw that even the Delarue actually didn't even see it. So it was actually left there. So you can see that, okay. Right. There's a certificate, 1954 certificate, Hong Kong 1941, blah blah blah. 8-cent is a postal forgery. Oh, very interesting. And one of the person who signed it is Robson Lowe. Now that's very, very interesting. Okay, so if you look at it carefully, I mean, it really, if it's a postal forgery, I mean, it would be very fantastic, absolutely fantastic for a forger, actually to put in minute errors like that, imperfection onto the plate to produce it. And somebody actually pointed out that these two are not exactly the same. I mean, it looks the same, but it's not exactly the same. if you actually look at the Chinese characters, this 8 is slightly different. You can see this stroke is actually going through, whereas this one is not. You can see that. So another thought of that could be it is genuine, but it's a rejected die or something, maybe. So, but obviously, probably it's not a forgery. Well, it's not the normal one issue, but it certainly is not a forgery. I think I think there's a local guy who bought it. So it just I can't remember if to buy it now or maybe I don't know, but it's not very expensive, but certainly it's a very interesting thing. But you should have it recertificate, recertified.
Sorry, Andrew, were you reading that certificate as a postal forgery? Because I think it reads a total forgery.
It says, oh, is it? You saying it's total?
Total, I think, is what it says.
Total. Okay, the whole thing is a forgery then. Okay, it's not postal. Total forgery. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah, I can't read it. Yeah, there's total forgery. Normally, you just say this is a forgery. Yeah, okay, right. You're right. I take your point, Nick. Yeah. So, So, what do you guys think?
Andrew, could you go back where the back is? Because on the corners, I think, you look at a couple of corners, it looks like it's laminated on. Take a look at the top. It's peeling off.
That's right.
Yeah, and the bottom looks like, I don't know, it looks like the thickness may be another stamp put on.
Yeah.
So
anyhow, well, I hope that Ingo will actually talk about it next time when he has a good study of this very interesting stamp.
Yeah, I don't have this one listed in my or addressed in my presentation because I didn't know about it till recently on Facebook on the Hong Kong group.
That's right.
But in my opinion, it isn't genuine, but it's an awfully good forgery.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting piece, very interesting piece. But I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So subject to further study. Okay. Right. Okay. Maximum card. Okay, with the $20 the top value of the Antigone. And this is possibly the asking price was fantastic, but whether it was sold or not, it certainly went off the internet. But it's certainly probably one of the most expensive $20 maximum card known to me, at least. But is it postally used? Was it actually used? Was it actually sent out, or these are just CTO cancelled? But obviously the rate is just completely wrong. I mean, is 25 cents the postcard rate at the time?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, was the address blocked out, or because there's no address?
The address is here. Versailles. He sent to Versailles. Through the
that tiny little thing at the top there. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
No, 25 cents was the right rate. Not $20.25, but 25 cents. I have lots of 25 cents airmail or surface mail postcards.
Yeah. So this actually went through the post. Yeah. But I think very rare. I mean, it's $20 was still a lot of money in 1962. I mean, somebody actually went for sort of the top value just to match the color of the post of the card, which is like a grayish blue color. That is quite amazing thing.
Too bad they didn't put on the $10 glazed paper.
Yeah.
Well, you want to place an order, Ingo? Get it done. Get it done. Give me 2 days. That's my comment. North of the border, there is this humongous demand for maximum cards. And because of that, there's a humongous supply. Literally every other maximum card usage is a forgery. Every other one north of the border. So, you know, this has no way.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's not a really hard job actually to even forge this UTS. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, you could forge the Hong Kong Post Office 1842. I mean, you know, this is just easy job. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You can find those stamps. I mean, there's those stamps around. Anyway, I'm not saying, I'm not commenting about this. This talk is not about forgery. I mean, it's just talk about some interesting items, a random selection of interesting items. Okay, so we move on. Right, there's another block, possibly another printer's waste with a double perforation of the 5 cent. Okay, nothing. And then this one is quite interesting. It says the pen strokes were put there by the postmaster with the intent not to sell. He was overlooked and bought by a post office employee. That's very strange. Why bother actually crossing it off with a biro? It's very strange. So maybe actually whoever wrote this worked in the post office. But you know, something like that obviously could have accidentally be found from the post office. Okay, and then some of these with the you know,
shame that person couldn't spell.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, and then this strip, you know, with the double perforation. Never sure whether these are actually factory's waste or genuine, actually found in the Hong Kong post office. But nevertheless, these?
They're easy to manufacture.
What, these? The double perforation?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it can be done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So these were actually sold on the internet, and somebody actually bought it as progressive color proofs of the Queen. You know, you actually haven't seen this. So they were just cut out from the sheet. Exactly.
God.
Yeah. So I think they were sold for less than $100, but still a lot of money compared to this sheet. Very clever. You know, they washed off. There's no gum on the back. Obviously, they soaked off the gum, and they're quite spectacular. I mean, if you are, say, maybe even an exhibitor and you desperately want some proofs for Antigone exhibit or something, you know, you might have thought of, oh, you know, these are very nice archival things. Anyway, they are not real. Okay. Okay, now this is a challenge. Green rat. Normally, the rat and the crown is gold. Okay, it's a golden color. It's a gold. Okay. Now, I actually found this block in an old collection that somebody actually showed me. Yeah, just to look at it for you know, just to estimate how much all the materials are worth. And I accidentally found this block, and I actually asked for permission. Could I take a photograph? Because obviously it's in a state. And I find it absolutely amazing that, you know, that this block, a big block, as well as these. And okay, I'll talk about the Green Dragon era. But I tell you, these it was in a box, left in a bank vault, and there were 4 albums with some you know, the Harvard, like a strip, you know, with a black page with I don't know what you call it. I mean, Sam would probably tell me it's acetylene or polystyrene or whatever covering, okay, with this transparent strip. So when the box was open, I could smell like a really pungent vinegar smell. So obviously something has happened to the plastic. And then I believe that this could probably be a possible. I mean, I can't think of any explanation why it's gone green, but it's probably a reaction with the gold ink. I mean, it's not real gold. It's not gold plated. It's gold ink, and the whatever chemical of the plastic. Okay, so this.
Yeah,
huh?
Modern stamps have a kind of ink that changes with. It's easy to change either chemically or even as simple as at the Green Foundation, we had a modern Canadian seemingly error of color commemorative given to us. And we took the genuine, it was a cheap stamp, and we took the genuine and put it in the sunlight for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, it was what the guy was thinking was an error.
Yeah.
It changed color from the sunlight.
Okay.
So it's easy to assume that this is like a color changeling due to chemical reaction or sunlight or some kind of medium.
That's right. But I can't see, I had a good look at it. I cannot actually see any gold pigment at all. I mean, it's completely changed this green color. And then it's the same with this whole big green dragon. The same thing, the same set with the same plastic covering. So the dragon normally is that color, and it changed to this color. It's very natural if you compare to the phoenix here. Very natural. Okay. So
try it as an experiment. If you have, these are cheap stamps. If you have a mint one, just put it in the sun for a couple of weeks and see what happens.
Yeah. You probably find a spectacular, color, sort of a missing color error or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then put it on eBay.
Yeah, and this is actually from the Northland with the missing gold dragon. But I've been told, actually, if you follow the Hong Kong PS Facebook, and somebody actually commented that you could actually remove the gold with chemicals. Okay, so this is not necessarily a genuine error of this kind. So be careful. All right.
When Britain started using gold for the Queen's head, when British stamps, they started using the little gold Queen's heads in the corner. Loads of those turned up with missing Queen's head because it was quite easy to lift off the gold foil that they used to print it.
The gold foil, yeah.
So I don't know what the mechanism used for these was, but gold dodgy to me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, this is green ink. This is gold ink, and not gold foil. Yeah, so that's why you get the same effect with these two stamps with the green dragon. It was gold, and then it was put under the same plastic covering, and then it changed to the color changed completely. So this is actually not gold plate or gold foil at all. Now this is another very dodgy stamp with a fake perforation, and you can actually see this stamp is actually narrower. Well, okay, it's not to scale, but it's actually narrower than this one. So somebody actually trimmed off the edge, like a edge like that, and then put a fake perforation there, and then put a fake perforation there. Okay. Right now, okay. Has anybody actually seen this on Postal Service envelope before? It went for a fantastic price. So presumably, I know the guy who bought it collects these on postal the OHMS envelopes. But what's so special about this envelope? I don't know. Have you seen this before with the black line? No, this is actually from the post office registry. So certainly, I don't think the South Africa is an important destination for enough for the price. So it must have been this one, and a printed ML label. Anyway, okay. Now, has anybody seen this catalog before? Postal Stationery Catalog, Hong Kong.
I have it.
Oh, you have it. Oh, great. So when was it published? Long time ago.
Yeah, there's no date. There's no date.
Yes. Is it you know, like what's the other guy who did a postal station?
It's not like you're talking about Schoenfeld?
Yeah, Schoenfeld, yeah, Schoenfeld, yeah.
Yeah, I think it predates him.
Yeah, predates him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about the information? Is it comprehensive or just like a sales list, like other catalog?
You know, I haven't looked at it in a long time. I got to go and look at it and get an idea. But I remember once Schoenfeld came out, I wasn't using this much anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like even the Yang listings of postal stationery are better than this one.
So this is just an early sort of attempt to do a Hong Kong postal stationery catalog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the firm still exist? I mean, is it still there?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Probably gone out of
Yeah.
business. Anyway. Yeah,
I'll take a look after this.
Yeah. I think when was it published? In 19? No, I think it's in 1990, maybe 90. Okay, so that's all I've prepared for you, and I think it's getting late. So, any questions you want to say? Any?
I have a single item to show, which I'd like to show specific for everybody, of course, but specifically for Richard.
Okay.
So if I may share the screen, it won't take long. It's just one cover.
Yeah.
I saw him bought it yesterday. I saw it, but I didn't pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
And Andrew, after Engel, I have one item.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. So after I displayed my Hong Kong 1945 one-frame exhibit, I copied the whole thing or sent JPEGs of it to Richard for some feedback and analysis. And Richard very kindly gave me a very detailed feedback on my exhibit. And there was one rate that he told me I was missing, and it's this rate, 15 cents surface rate to British Commonwealth. And I didn't have it. I couldn't believe it. I had the 20-cent rate, which was the next one. Excuse me, that came out on October 24th. And I had the US rate from that period, which was 20 cents. But I didn't have the 15-cent Commonwealth rate. And finally, yesterday at the Royal Philatelic Society of Canada annual convention, where Michel Houde was made a fellow, one dealer who only specializes in Canada, but knows that if he comes across any Hong Kong, he should talk to Sam or Ingo. He saved that for me, and I got this. So it's a very, very scarce rate, and I'm going to add that to my exhibit.
Okay,
because at the time,
one ship.
What's that?
This rate only applied to one mail.
Yeah.
Jeez, and I missed the chance of buying it. I saw it a couple of days before he Ingo. It's your luck.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. 48 days.
Yeah. The thing I did when Richard told me about this, I said, "Hey, Richard, you know about this rate? I'll buy one of your covers off you for this. And he said, no, I don't even have it. So I'd like to know if anybody else has this or if this is a unique piece.
Yeah. Right. Okay, good.
I have one to India.
Okay.
I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, to India. But this is very nice.
Mhm.
Don't tell the guy that what it actually is.
Oh, the dealer is okay. He's another guy who made fellow, so he doesn't. He's one of the
Yeah.
4 fellows.
He's already
So
very,
he's very happy. He's
Yeah.
walking. He'll give it to Ingo. You know?
No, I paid a fair price for it, but
I know. I saw the price, and I said my wife wouldn't like that. So you know, and I don't do 1945. So
yeah.
I saw the 8-cent stamp, and I go, you know, Ingo's gonna pick this up. So
He knows that he's scarce. The dealer
he doesn't
Yeah.
know. No, I mean the dealer's around. Any Hong Kong and China, they put a big price on. You know,
Oh, even a very
they
common
put huge price on.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find the other one I've got, the one I've got.
Yeah. All right. Good. Thank you.
May I share screen? And I have one question for the people here. Okay, let me share screen. And okay. Now, my question is, and I've sent this to Richard. Has anybody seen a swastika stamp that originate from Hong Kong?
A ton of them. All the George VI ones are swastika stamps.
George VI?
Yeah.
What
In the
George
lower,
VI?
the lower ornaments are swastikas.
But that's the other swastika, right?
Yeah, the other swastika.
Not
I
this. I mean, the other
not
one
the
is
Nazi
swastika. The swastika, that is Buddha's, you know. That's the Buddha symbol.
Yeah.
But the German swastika that originated. So, you know, that's my question. Has anybody seen a usage from Hong Kong?
I don't think so.
So, I mean, of course, this is mail that was stuck on the ship, right?
Yeah.
So it got in Hong Kong. It wasn't, I mean, it was originated from Hong Kong and it was put on the ship. They didn't cancel the stamp, you know, the ship canceled it. So, you know, that's my question. It's just an interesting item. But when I saw this, I go, I don't think I've ever seen a swastika, German swastika, that was stamped that originated from Hong Kong. So, thank you. That's all.
Why would there be a Victoria cancel?
Right.
Yeah, and it didn't cancel. It originated from Hong Kong, and that's the whole thing. Was the post office scared of canceling that?
No,
and just
wasn't it
brought it
posted
to the stamp?
Was it
Sorry?
not posted on board? Surely it was posted on board the ship. He's written it on the 19th.
Yeah.
I can read the date at the bottom there. So he's posted it on board, and the German, because it's, I don't know what the line name is, but they had onboard post offices quite late. So it was postmarked on board, and then it was landed at Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, if it was actually written in Hong Kong Harbour, it ought to have had a Hong Kong stamp on it under UPU regulations. But because they they didn't really enforce that very carefully, because if it was posted on the high seas and it was a German ship, it had to have a German stamp on it.
Yeah.
So that I think they tended to accept, in fact, they tended to accept any country's
And
stamp.
you could see both of them are on the same date, 20th of March.
Yeah.
So
but if he wrote it on the 19th, there's not much time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we looked at this a while ago, right?
Yeah,
And I think, I might get this totally wrong, but I think it was the Potsdam.
Potsdam, yeah. A Potsdam, yeah, on top.
Potsdam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the Potsdam, yeah.
So maybe it steamed into Hong Kong Harbor at 9 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, because it's 11 a.m. So it's very early cancellation in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Interesting item I bought in South Africa. So very interesting.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Ibra. I bought it in Ibra.
Yeah.
Where, makes sense, went to Germany. So
Yeah, that would make
you.
sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much.
Well, sorry, I have one question for Engel. You mentioned about the 15-cent rate in October of 1945 to Canada. So you said that this is quite scarce, and is it because of the 2-cent and 8-cent stamp on cover, or just the 15-cent rate to Canada?
It's the 15-cent rate.
But I think I've seen several covers using that 15-cent rate to England or to wherever in that period.
Yeah, I don't think it's unique or anything, but I mean, I've been hunting for 1945 covers for like 20 years, and this is the first one I got. So from that era, which had an 8-day period of validity for that rate.
Really? Just 8 days?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can share screen and show you a couple more.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Let me see what I can find. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep.
This is 15-cent to UK.
Yeah.
And this one went on the ship Empire Lagan.
Yeah.
And then that one belongs to someone else. This is my one. This is one to India, 15 cent.
Okay.
And then this one went to USA.
18. Okay.
Okay.
That 25-cent rate, I think, is from the later period, because there was a 20-cent rate concurrent with the 15-cent rate to Empire.
Yeah, it was 15. Here we are. For the British Empire, 15 cents for the first ounce and 10 cents for the additional ounce. And for other places, 25 plus 15. This was the 16th of October, 1945. And then a couple of weeks later, it was changed. In actual fact, there's an even better change. For the original, I think for the local rate of 5 cents was actually published as 4 cents. And then the day before it came into effect, they changed it. It was actually in the newspapers. So they got themselves in a bit of a mess.
Yeah, everything was a mess there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious about that 25 cent. I mean, I see the notation there, but the document that you sent me, Richard, I didn't bother to copy it to share with this, but I'll correspond with you to show you that there's a notation that rate was 20 cents until October 23rd. Yeah, okay, so this one is October 26th. So this is, okay, so October 26th and the 25 cents is correct.
Yeah, this is 18. Sorry.
Actually, my cover is from the same correspondence, Dodge Brothers.
Yeah. Well, if I'm on screen, then I can show you something else. Going back to the beginning, as it were. Your web type 3s, Andrew.
Yeah. Okay.
These the one. This is my very badly organized file. So this is one. See, you can see the 2.
No, not yet. Where?
Still has the past, the last scene slide on.
Oh, really?
Get rid of it.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, and
then
redo it.
You're okay now?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of the examples. There aren't that many, so I won't bore you for too long. This is the 2. You can see.
Yeah. That's the piece I cut out from this cover.
Yeah. You're right, hand one. This is the whole thing. It's a Clement Edwards cover.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one, slightly different.
Yeah.
This is a well-known one. And then this one. Different too.
That is the only one with that too, isn't it?
No, there's another one. Just a moment.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah. So just coming quickly with this one, the detail of who it's to and from and all that stuff means that this is certainly genuine. Strike. This one you can hardly see, but then here we go. This one was in Scheck's collection. There's the squiggly 2. Another one.
Yeah.
It's in the cheese collection. This is the famous one.
Yeah.
And then here, this one's in the Macau Museum.
Yeah.
Which is the other 2.
Yeah.
So at that time, then I think from my memory, Mullally was in charge of letters in the post office. So he would be one. And then the other one was probably Edwards. That's it.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I completely forgotten about that Macau Museum. I think I took the photo from when the museum first opened. Yeah, all right. Good. Well, thank you very much. I think we overrun. I think it's probably one of the longest meetings we ever had, but it just shows that if you have very interesting material, you can just talk for hours and hours. But I think we've got to adjourn, and we'll see you next month. I hope that Ingo will you be available next month for your talk?
Yeah.
Presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it in my calendar to do that talk.
Right. That's thanks very much. I mean, we all look forward to hear it. Anyway, which is for me, it's good night for me, and good afternoon for you gentlemen, and it's good to see you all. And I'll obviously have to thank Philippe for organizing the meeting, and thank you very much. And I'll see you next month. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, Andrew.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye.